Welcome everybody to The Cannon.
The Cannon.
With B+ over here,
B+.
and ThunderAF soothing your ears right now. Oh yeah. Okay, we're taking it back to the 90s. To the good old wrestling days of WCW. WCW issue 8, featuring Sting! You love Sting. B+ loves Sting, right?
He seems fine.
I mean, you love Sting.
I don't know who Sting is.
No.
I don't care who Sting is.
I mean, you've seen Sting though.
I have been in the room while Sting has been on television.
Yes. So I just say you love Sting. Him coming out with the baseball bat in the snow.
He looks so
like the Crow, beating up Team Taz.
He looks so old.
He's friends with RoboCop.
It made me sad to see him looking so old.
I mean,
I was like, I feel bad for you having to work at your age, sir. I don't know.
He does it because he wants to.
I know. Like, I'm sure that is the thing, but but that's not what it feels like. It feels sad.
You missed the pay-per-view where he had his fight, the street fight with Darby Allin against Team Tez.
You say missed.
Yes. It was
as if I intended to watch this.
It was cinematic. It was a cinematic match, so you know it was like a movie.
I was not ever going to watch that. I did not miss anything.
You could have just watched the one match because it's a movie.
I could have done that. Instead, I chose so many other things.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, okay. This is Sting. This is the story about Sting. It's so cheesy. I kind of hate laughing at it just because it has this poor little kids. But it's just so cheesy. But so Sting is...
It's so cheesy. It made me think of like those Gallant and Goofus comics or cartoons. You know, Gallant does everything right. Yeah. And then Goofus doesn't wash his hands. And like, you know... that kind of thing.
So Sting is at a children's hospital for a Make-A-Wish thing. Like all these kids have pretty much terminal cancer.
Cancer babies. I mean,
and
he's profiting off of cancer babies.
He's doing it for the kids. So he's at the hospital, and you're seeing all the kids, telling them about how he got beaten up by what looks like the Four Horsemen, and they broke his leg, and so like the doctor said he would never wrestle again. So he's using this story of him recovering from a broken leg to wrestling again. To these kids can find strength to fight cancer.
Yeah.
But yay, give him motivation, you know, whatever works. And like there's this like one kid, Bobby, that like sneaks away because he doesn't.
Bobby's not falling for this propaganda bullshit.
Like he's not on board on this. He's pretty pessimistic.
He's like, I know when I'm being sold bullshit. Yeah. Moving on.
But then like Sting stuck in the hospital with all the other kids. And there's like this one kid's like, can I touch your belt? I'll promise to be careful with it. Like, kid. They use these belts as weapons. Like, you're not gonna, hurt it. And like, there's the one girl who's like, no one wants to touch her because she has AIDS. And then so Sting hugs her and like gives her a kiss on the cheek. Like, way to go, Sting. And like, was She-Hulk in like one panel?
I don't.
Did you like there was a green girl at one point in the hospital?
There was.
Yeah.
It was kind of like.
And. Like,
I think it was just really bad racial.
I don't know.
And
like because I'm like, oh, we're having a superhero cameo in here, but she's not in any panel beforehand or after. There's just this She-Hulk looking woman that magically is in a panel at the hospital. So yeah, Sting may or may not exist in Marvel canon. It
was so cheesy.
It was so cheesy.
So like everything about it was so like it felt like it was written by a 10-year-old.
The kid's like, let's see your muscles. Oh, Sting takes off his shirt.
Yes, sweaty, greasy wrestle man. Take off your clothes in front of these children.
It's like a superhero. He lifts a kid in a wheelchair with one arm. Like, he holds up a child in a wheelchair with one arm.
Yes, I remember seeing it.
Like,
and I was
what strength? Like, what strength,
What?
Sting? What strength? Here's what'll make you feel better. WCW and Sting t-shirts. They'll make you the coolest kid in school.
Like swag. Here's some free swag. Advertise for me.
But then he sees little Bobby in the parking lot sulking, like, no, nothing's gonna make me better. WCW isn't gonna make me better. So Sting invites all the kids to the next live show, front row tickets and whatnot.
Not where you want to be sitting at a wrestling event.
And Sting has to go up against Cactus Jack.
Who's legit evil.
Yeah, like Jack was gonna be breaking his thumbs and fingers, and there were so many disqualifications. Okay, like. Cactus Jack hit Sting in the ring with the chair. They were both in the ring, so at that point the match should have started, but it wasn't.
Oh, we're gonna actually analyze this wrestling match. Okay.
Yeah. So already he should have been disqualified right there, but he wasn't. The match continues. This is for the title. Like, what bullshit, ref. Challenger comes in swinging like that, and you don't disqualify him right away. And then eventually, Cactus Jack throws the referee into Sting, allowing Cactus Jack to cheat more. Again, the ref eventually wakes up, does not call an immediate disqualification for, Cactus Jack using him as a weapon, as an inanimate object. And then they fight some more. I think Sting eventually uses a trash can on Cactus Jack. No disqualification. Of course, you would want that because he would have the champion's advantage. You can't lose your title by disqualification. And then Rick Rude comes out, and finally disqualification is called when Rick Rude hits Sting. So this ref was poor. But Sting fights back with the courage that Bobby gave him to always keep fighting and be strong. It's like, oh yeah, I need to take my own lessons.
What the fuck?
So how did you like the issue?
I have no interest in seeking more out.
Do you like this Sting compared to the Sting that you see every Wednesday night on Dynamite?
Look, it is rare that I am paying any attention to what is going on the wrestling. When I'm sitting here, it is for the company and comfort of my friends. As I scroll through Reddit or read a book in the room while you're all talking about wrestling and watching wrestling. I have no idea who Sting is. I know that he is the crow-looking motherfucker with the face, but I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about his history. You haven't been paying attention.
He's back in the jungle.
No, here's like.
I mean, to be great.
I know,
No, actually.
Watching the wrestlers play Among Us, I have a much more concrete story.
Because they've been doing such a shitty job of Sting. All right, like you wouldn't. This
was just an excuse for you to sneak in a wrestling debate. You son of a bitch.
No.
You're like, we never got any of the other podcasts up and running.
For it to go this deep, all right? I did not mean to go this deep.
I just really want to talk about wrestling.
But now I really want I did not mean to go this deep and to start criticizing the Sting storyline in AEW. But I can.
My face hurts right now.
They had maybe 4 months worth of actual plot, and not 4 months, maybe 4 episodes, 4 weeks worth of actual plot, and the other 4 were just the same filler. It's like, guys, it was just poor timing that they just had so long between stretches. So you wouldn't learn anything about Sting, because every fucking week it'd be Tony Schiavone's gonna interview Sting, and we're gonna hear from Sting tonight. And then we start up the fucking interview, and it's great to be back in at TNT where all the fucking, Panthers are. And then fucking Team Taz comes out and interrupts, so we don't learn shit about Sting. It's just some guy reminiscing about TNT who dressed like the Crow. My
face hurts right now.
and there was a power bomb. But the street fight was pretty cool.
There was a street fight?
Yeah.
Was that on the show or in the comic that I missed?
Show.
Okay.
It was Darby Allin and Sting teaming up against...
Why are their hair? Their hair is always so greasy. Why is wrestling hair so greasy?
They just wet it down before they go out.
Why do they wet it down though?
Because it doesn't get frilly then.
Doesn't what?
Like, otherwise it could frill up during the match and make you look weird. I don't, like, it's more expressive, like a cape.
They look so greasy and gross. I don't like it.
You know, gotta oil up.
No. Ugh. It kind of made me feel like I was watching an episode of Captain Planet. Like it touched on like AIDS and
Yeah. I mean, that's what I think it pretty much was.
Like just like a PSA.
It was ultimately a drug PSA.
Yeah.
Not a drug PSA, cancer PSA, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was touching. The one kid, when they're at the ring, he has the Sting makeup on. It's like, I hope Cactus Jack doesn't, you know, think I'm him, mistake us for one another. It's like, kid, I think you're gonna be fine.
Oh.
But he was worried.
He was so
He
worried.
believed. It's still real to me, damn it. Yeah, and Sting goes for a submission outside the ring. Like, dude, you can't get a submission outside the ring. You need to be in the ring. Like, you're just getting yourself counted out at that point. The ref was very lenient.
I don't understand wrestling enough, if I'm being honest, to actually know anything about this.
I don't think you needed to understand wrestling, though. It was just some superstar was going, making kids better. And they treated the match as real, like we all should. Like,
We should treat all the matches like they're real.
yeah, like Cactus Jack is a railing psychopath. Not the Christmas-loving son of Mrs. Foley that we all know him as. And all right, well, like, subscribe, talk wrestling with me.
Do it.
Like, just tweet wrestling shit.
Oh,
Actually,
God.
AEW shit. All right, I'm drawing the line. Fuck WWE at this point right now. So talk AEW wrestling with me, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
And that's all the time we have. We'll be back next week on Lit Cannon Wednesday Lit Cannon. So
It's like I was transported there.
that's how you end a show with a brawl, and it's like, we have to sign off now. Go enjoy The Equalizer next. Nailed it.